Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Try New Things with Kezia. Some of you have asked me if I still use my bullet journal and if I could make more videos of that. And my answer is yes, I do use it and I can make more videos of that. Although right now I'm actually using a self-care planner as well. So I'm not using my bullet journal for the traditional like weekly or daily spreads. I use mine most for like an overview and my budgeting for money, but also my stuff. You'll see what I mean. But let's start at the beginning. This year I'm using my bullet journal much more like a scrapbooking page. I'm using different kinds of papers and pictures. I'm actually using pictures from another calendar because you can only use so many, and this was especially for this year, so I can't use it another year. So I just decided to cut the pictures out because they were beautiful, but I would never use the actual calendar part. So I've cut them out and I've used them as the front page of the month. And yes, it does get a little bulky, but I don't really mind. Continuing to the next page, I decided to have the overview smashed together with the highlights page that I had before. Before I had them separately because I used to write like highlights every day. But the last couple of months, I've realized that I have forgotten some days and it just leaves a lot of empty space. So I decided to combine it with this overview page, and it worked pretty well last month. It got filled, but I didn't feel like it was too little space. So yeah, it worked. I'm gonna see if it works this month as well. But I mean, if there's a lot I want to write, who says I can't add another page? Of course I can do that. That's the beauty with a bullet journal. You create your own pages and you don't have to be down here just because this was your initial idea. You can add pages. That's awesome. When it comes to my budget, I have decided to kind of expand the categories that I've had before, just to see if that works out better for me. I do like the budget style I had before, so it's the same, it's just a little bit more. I keep track of more. And I also budget money for more activities so that when I actually get to do these activities or want to buy clothes or something, I know that I have the money for it. I know that the money is there for this exact reason. So I don't have to feel like, oh, I'm short on money this month, or oh, I don't know if that's too expensive. I can actually buy whatever I want as long as it's within that category, as long as I have budgeted that money. And that doesn't mean I have to actually use the money up this month. Of course, I can wait and I can grow those categories, let's say. So if I put like $70 this month for clothes or something, I might add $30 next month, and that might be the time when I want to buy something. I don't know, but I want to have money dedicated for these different purposes. So the top part is where I write my salary and my fixed expenses. This is so that I know how much money I really need on my account, and also to know how much money I have left for other expenses, which is really good if you don't want to over budget. Then I have the next important categories, which is food and car. And these are not fixed expenses, but those two are the categories I really need to think about. Everything else is a bonus. If I have money for the first section and food and my car, I'm set. You will also notice that I have very little space in the end for some of the categories, and that's simply because I don't think I will actually buy anything with that money. Now, beside each category, I write a little plus, and that's where I will write down how much money I have to spend on that category. Then, each time I go shopping that month, I will write down what I spent and sometimes what I bought. And that is how I do my budget. So let's move on. The last spread I'm making is my minimalism update. This is where I write everything that comes in and goes out from my apartment. This includes things that I use up, things that I declutter, give away, and it includes everything that I get into my apartment, like I said, even if it's just a box or, anything else. The only thing I'm not including is food, and sometimes I forget, if I get some papers from the authorities, sometimes I forget to write that down. But anything else, toiletries, scrapbooking things, booklets, music notes, anything, I'll write it down, and beside the item, I write a little symbol just so that I know what I did with it. If it's decluttered, if it's used up, if it's just trashed or sold. And so hopefully this will make me more aware of my shopping habits. It will make me more aware of what I value, what I bring into my apartment. And actually it's pretty fun. I don't know what it is, but just writing everything down is it's making it more real and like your stuff has more value. So yeah, that's pretty interesting to me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Here you see all the spreads that I've made for this month. And as always, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!